Hello, this is ashbass. I'm going to show you here how the Zoom G5 scrolls through its 8 allowable effect slots. Now the manual and everything says that there are 9 slots, but actually the 9th one is the Z pedal, and that's pretty much locked in place. You can't move it or replace it or do anything with it. So we're left with 8 open slots that we can do whatever we want with. Now the patch we're looking at right now, I can tell, has at least one slot off to the left and at least one slot off to the right. I can tell this by looking in the bottom corner of each of the panels. There's a small triangle in the bottom right hand corner of panel 4. That lets me know that there's something more to the right. On panel number 1, that same small triangle is in the bottom left-hand corner. That lets me know that there's at least something off to the left. And we have 2 ways to scroll through the list based on a stock G5. The one way, perhaps the most obvious, is to use the scroll button up at the top. We have scroll left and we have scroll right. I'm going to press scroll left and we'll see what this first position changes to. Notice I have here FD combo. In panel 4 I have stereo chorus. Panel 3 mod delay. So here let's press scroll left one time. Alright, so we scrolled. FD combo is over one slot. We just unhid compressor. And all we have left now is the mod delay. And I can see here there's even more to the left. I have another triangle. So I'll scroll to the left. No triangle. That means I can't get any farther to the left. Yes triangle. That means I can go back to the right for whatever I need to do. Now again, I mentioned there are 2 ways stock to do this with the G5. The buttons up here, I'll scroll right, are one way of doing it. You can also do it with your feet. If you press and hold, or just press both pedals 1 and 2, or switches 1 and 2, you will go to the left in the scrolling. If you press simultaneously 3 and 4, you'll go to the right. So we'll try that one out. I'm going to press both of these buttons at the same time. And it sure does work. I now have the FD combo again. Let's go left once more. I'll press both foot switches and I'm back to the compressor. And it works just as well if I'm going to the right. I'm going to press 3 and 4. And as you can see, I'm scrolling through the different effects. I know I, for one, and a couple of other people I've talked to, they find that pressing these 2 buttons at the same time, simultaneously, is kind of awkward and sometimes doesn't work. Same thing with pressing these simultaneously. Well, we know they work, and we know this set of buttons works. What I want to do is pull those button functions out into an external switch box. So what I made is a little Zoom scroll box. I'm going to put it down here and put in the little plug that I created earlier. And here we go. So now, let's say I'm playing, standing up, doing whatever I need to do, switching patches, however I like to switch patches, and I see, I want to go to the left here and see what's over to the left. Well, I'm going to step on left button. And there we are, back to our first effect in the chain. If I want to go to the right, I can press right. 1, 2, 3, 4. It works exactly as these buttons or these foot switches do. And again, like the buttons or foot switches, if I press and hold, I'm going to press and hold left scroll. It'll continue to scroll through the list without you having to press the button every time. Now that's it. That's a simple mod. I didn't think I'd really use it, but I found myself oftentimes going through the patches getting a little frustrated when I couldn't tell what was in each patch. I was having to bend over to use the scroll buttons. I never have too much luck with simultaneously pressing of foot switches. Now, if you're interested in doing this yourself, you want to hop over to my website, ashbass.com. The guitar section is where you would head next. Then we have a section for the Zoom, G3 and G5. Once in there, you'll see the G5 scroll button mod. It's got a pretty good photo diary of all the steps that I took. Everything including modding the actual G5 pedal to creating my little foot switch box. And that's it. Thanks for listening.